Hi guys, welcome back to the baseline. Today we're going to be talking about Pakistan and did they really threaten to nuke Israel? And this is the lie that might set the world on fire. So let's get into it little by little. So pause whatever you're doing right now because we need to talk about something that should have made everybody freeze in their tracks. Like, forget your groove drama, forget whatever the Kardashians are doing right now, whatever it is right now. This is talking about nukes, nuclear bombs, nuclear weapons, not movie nukes, not a video game, not a movie trailer, nothing like this. It is the talk that could end civilization, and it sounds dramatic, but it seems like we're so close to that. But here's the headline. Pakistan threatens to nuke if Israel attacks Iran. So wait, what? Did I just read that? And when I did read that, I was like, dang, did the world just skip the buildup and go straight to the end of the movie? Did we miss acts 1 and 2? Or are we already rolling the credits at the end of the world? It's just insane watching the news nowadays. But hold up, because like with most of these headlines, these days the truth is so messy. It's weird, and actually to try to find the truth is so important to understand, and tonight we're going to try to unpack that, and hopefully we're going to laugh a little bit and get a little de-stressed, and by the end of this we'll know what's real, what's not. You guys can fact check me back, let me know if I've got it right, and we can just kind of see where all this heads. All right, so let's go ahead, let's go. We're going to go to Act 1, right? Israel drops the first domino. And here's what kicked off this whole thing, right? It's called Operation Rising Lion. Now, I don't know who comes up with these military operations names, but let's be honest, these names always sound like some type of weird Marvel movie that nobody really asked for. And so Israel, they ended up launching a full-on strike on Iran, and not just one drone. We're talking dozens of airstrikes targeting missile bases, nuclear sites, IRGC commanders. This was the real deal, and it wasn't a warning. It was more like, hey, Iran, remember us? We're Israel. We're back, and we're back with receipts. And Iran was like, okay, we've been waiting for this for a while. We figured it'd be coming. And the next thing you know, missiles are flying back and forth, drones are exploding all over the place, civilian areas are getting hit, and the death toll, sadly, tragically, starts climbing on both sides. It really is heartbreaking. And this just wasn't a skirmish anymore, it's real. And people all over the world were watching like, are we about to see a world war live on TikTok? I mean, that's what it has come to nowadays. But normally at this point, countries start dialing it down or toning it down, and they call in the UN, and other people come and negotiate for the other parties. They throw sanctions, but nope, not this time, because now here comes Act 2 and the plot twist. Now, I'm going to mispronounce this guy's name, but enter Rezaei with a nuclear mic drop, right? Now, boom, out of nowhere, the Iranian general named Mohsen Rezaei. He's got more medals than a Marvel villain. And he goes on Iranian state TV and just casually says, Pakistan has told us that if Israel uses nuclear missiles against Iran, Pakistan will respond by nuking Israel. Now, I swear, nuking Israel, I mean, it just dropped. He just dropped it very casually, like he was just giving a brunch order or something. And the internet does what it always does best. It lost its mind. And suddenly, Pakistan and nuclear threat were trending worldwide. People were on Google Maps, TikTokers were doing those fake news explainers while applying makeup at the same time. And every headline was like, World War III confirmed, and buy your canned beans and stock up on your fresh water. But wait a second, slow down one moment. There was one tiny, very little important detail everyone skipped over. Turns out Pakistan never said that. Not once. not officially at least, and not even in a tweet, not a subtweet, not on Truth Social, nothing, right? So this ended up being the denial heard around the world. So the next day, Pakistan's foreign minister, this guy named Ishaq, gets in front of Parliament and basically goes like, hey, we didn't really say this stuff. He's like, hey, what? We didn't say that. What are you talking about? And now we start spinning into this, okay, who said what? And he even reinforced it harder. He's like, literally, that was fabricated, completely fake, quote unquote. But then it's 2025 and nobody just says no anymore. So he has to continue adding. And this is what he adds, quote unquote. But let's be clear, Israel better not mess with Pakistan. We have power. Our forces are alert. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, that wasn't calming. That wasn't reassuring. That wasn't the reassurance we were looking for. That's like someone falsely accusing you of saying you'll punch someone. And instead, what ends up happening, instead of just denying it, you go, yeah, I didn't say it, I'd punch him, but I could. It's like, what? What is that? So now everyone's even more confused than they initially were. And there's this whole, did they say it? Didn't they say it? Did Pakistan say it? Did they mean it? Are they trying to imply it without actually owning it? Is this one of those say less and mean more situations? It's so hard to tell, and it's so hard to sift through what's real and what's not. And it gets scary because things get lost in the words, right? But that's when support looks like threats, right? And here's the thing. These guys, they weren't making it all up out of thin air. Pakistan's defense minister, another guy, had literally just made this wild speech in their parliament saying, Muslims nations must unite against Israel. And Israel has attacked Iran, Palestine, and Yemen. And if we don't stand up now, we'll all face the same fate. Which is like, okay, that's solidarity. It's not a nuclear pact, at least, but they're trying to become more united. Whether it's a good thing or bad thing, who knows? But with that quote, suddenly everybody's playing nuclear telephone now. And listen, solidarity, it's one thing, but nuclear weapons added to that, that's a whole different neighborhood. And it's scary to think that the world could end with these people doing this stuff. And it really is. It's like your friend calling you up for a backup fight and you say, I got your back. But the next day he tells you, you were going to show with people are going to show bazookas. And you're like, whoa, I didn't say I was going to support that. I wasn't going to be part of blowing up the mall or anything. I was just going to get your back. So it's starting to get crazy that way. And what Pakistan's actually working with, for facts, what do they have actually got? Now, you guys can fact check me on this as well, because if I'm wrong, I need to know I'm wrong. But it turns out they do have quite a bit, right? They have 170 nuclear warheads. It's not exactly a starter pack, right? They've got a good amount. And they've got short and medium range missiles, some aircraft that can deliver nukes, and they're working on long range stuff. But here's the catch. Their longest missile is still under development. And the maximum range of that still under development missile is only 1,700 miles. Well, guess what? The distance from Pakistan to Israel is 2,000 miles. So, oops, that would have been an embarrassing threat if they did make it. But, unless they're going to do Uber Eats for warheads, they literally can't reach Israel. So, to act tough is kind of weird. But most of Pakistan's nuclear program is focused on India anyway, and that's the whole reason they built it. India tests a nuke, Pakistan tests a nuke back. It's like Cold War chess, but with spicier food, right? But at the end of the day, Israel has a pretty good poker face strategy. Let's flip the script for a moment, right? And turn it back onto Israel. Israel is like the James Bond of nuclear weapons, right? They've never confirmed they have nukes, but they've also never denied it. And every expert in the game is like, yeah, they've got nukes. And I think everybody with common sense probably assumes that they do. But estimates say that they might have around 90 nuclear warheads. And the delivery systems, they've got it. Long-range missiles, submarines, aircraft, and whatever they don't have, the United States is going to supply it for them. So there you go on that. And here's the wild part. An Israeli official told the Wall Street Journal that even targeting Iran's supreme leader is not off limits. Now, that's serious. And you know how serious that is. It's like saying, we're not just playing chess anymore. We're just going to throw the whole board at your face and knock you out with it. It's crazy how the rhetoric is so intense, right? So now both sides are dancing with knives. And everyone's watching like it's a reality show with nuclear bombs. And at the end of the day, misinformation ends up being the real bomb here. Because if we take a breath, let's take a breath for a second. Because here's the truth. The whole panic, it started with a quote. One line. One guy on TV, and suddenly the entire world was talking about nuclear war. And that's how fragile all this stuff is. And in a world, man, where headlines, you don't know whether they're true or not, they spread so fast, and facts are so hard to find. TikTok clips, they get more and more viral than press conferences do. And the disinformation isn't just annoying, it gets dangerous, because how do you sift through what's true and what's not? It can start wars. And in this case, brutal nuclear war. Now, because by the time the truth shows up with full transcript and fact-check receipts, the lies have already gone viral. They've had a baby and they've started a podcast. So what now? What do we do with all this? We're here. Israel and Iran, they're still trading threats. They're still striking each other's infrastructures. People are dying. Kids are dying. And people are in pain, man, that don't have anything to do with this stuff, And Pakistan denying nuclear involvement, but still throwing a little side eye. It's concerning. And us, we're sitting at home with 5G internet, wondering if the next alert on our phone is going to be a new iOS update or a mushroom cloud emoji of some kind. But here's what we do know, right? Pakistan didn't officially threaten Iran. And they did make a little bit of a claim. Pakistan denied it, or Iran made the claim, Pakistan denied it, right? But they left the door slightly open, just enough for rumors to crawl through, which still keeps this at a very dangerous level. Now, look, this is the world we live in right now. It's scary a little bit because obviously we're talking about a big war, but it's also scary because it's where one quote taken out of context can send shockwaves around the planet, where generals drop headlines hotter than any influencer can. And when nuclear bombs are just metaphors, until they're not, right? But if there's anything I want you to take away from all of this is, don't believe the tweet, don't believe this video, fact check me, make sure you look at the transcript. I chat GPT my news articles and ask them what's true or false. And even then, sometimes I wonder if ChatGPT is right. But when someone tells you your country is threatened to end the world, maybe just double check, because that type of panic, it could be bad, right? Anyway, thanks for sticking with me. I know this was a long one, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope this is a video that you guys enjoyed. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And we'll catch you on the next round of the baseline. All right. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.